Hollow House, a grotesque relic of a bygone era, lay secluded at the edge of a dense, ancient forest. Its imposing facade, once a symbol of grandeur, now bore the weight of centuries' worth of decay and malevolence. The mansion had long been shrouded in local legend and whispered tales of horror, as if its very presence was a harbinger of doom. The story of Hollow House dated back to a time when the land around it was uncharted wilderness. Lord Nathaniel Hollow, a wealthy and enigmatic nobleman, had erected the mansion as a refuge from the world's prying eyes. However, as the mansion's walls rose, so did the sinister rumors that clung to its name like a curse. The villagers spoke of Lord Hollow's dark rituals, of blood sacrifices and unholy pacts with malevolent forces that lurked in the shadows. As the whispers grew louder, a pall of fear descended upon the region. Then one fateful night, Lord Hollow and his entire family vanished, without a trace, leaving behind only the dreaded legacy of Hollow House. Sarah, an intrepid historian with a fascination for the macabre, arrived at Hollow House one moonlit night. She had spent years delving into the chilling lore and enigmas surrounding the mansion. And now, armed with a journal, a flashlight, and a steely resolve, she ventured into the abyss of darkness. The colossal oak doors creaked ominously as Sarah cautiously entered the mansion. Her footsteps disturbed layers of dust, and the particles danced like spectral apparitions in the feeble light of her flashlight. The air was thick with an unspoken malevolence, and a sense of impending dread seemed to hang in the atmosphere like an invisible shroud. Her first task was to explore the mansion's vast library on the ground floor. The shelves, covered in dust and cobwebs, held an unsettling collection of tomes on the occult, ancient grimoires, and esoteric texts. One book, in particular, caught her attention, a decrepit, leather-bound volume adorned with cryptic symbols. Its title sent shivers down her spine, The Chronicles of Hollow House. With trembling hands, Sarah opened the book, driven by an insatiable thirst for forbidden knowledge, conducted a malevolent ritual that would bind his soul to this mansion for eternity. Sarah's heart raced as she delved deeper into the pages. The chronicles recounted the unholy pact lore, trading blood and souls for immortality. The mansion itself had become a living conduit for dark forces beyond mortal comprehension. As she read on, a sinister presence seemed to manifest in the room. Her flashlight flickered, and the room's temperature plummeted. Unfazed by the unnatural chill, Sarah continued reading. The chronicles detailed the mansion's history of enigmatic disappearances, ghostly apparitions, and an insatiable hunger for souls. Driven by an unrelenting thirst for answers, Sarah resolved to confront the malevolent entity that held Hollow House in its icy grip. Armed with the knowledge gleaned from the chronicles, she descended, where the mansion's most dreadful secrets lay hidden. The basement was a labyrinthine network of twisting tunnels, each more foreboding than the last. The walls exuded a malevolent energy, and every step sent echoes reverberating through the oppressive darkness. Sarah's heart pounded as she navigated the winding passages, guided only by the faint whispers that seemed to beckon her deeper into the abyss. Finally, she entered a chamber bathed in an eerie, crimson glow. At its center stood an ominous altar, adorned with candles and etched with sinister symbols. Before the altar, "Who dares trespass upon my domain?" his ghostly voice hissed. Sarah, undaunted, stood her ground. "I am a seeker of truth," she declared. "I have come to unveil the secrets of Hollow House and put an end to the curse that plagues it." The apparition of Lord Hollow's visage twisted into a grotesque smile. "You are a fool, mortal. The curse that binds me to this accursed place cannot be broken." With unwavering determination, Sarah reached into her bag and produced a vial of holy water. She hurled it at the apparition. Weakened, it recoiled, and Sarah seized the opportunity to press her advantage, invoking the name of the malevolent entity that had ensnared Lord Hollow, a name so ancient and dreadful that it tore at the very fabric of the mansion. As the incantation reached its crescendo, a seismic tremor shook the foundations of Hollow House. The malevolent entity howled in agony, its hold on the mansion weakening. Sarah felt a surge of raw power coursing through her, and with one final, thunderous chant, she banished the entity back to the abyss from which it had sprung. The mansion convulsed, and the darkness that had hung over Hollow House for centuries began to dissipate. The malevolent presence lifted, leaving in its wake an eerie stillness. Sarah emerged from the basement, battered and drained, but victorious. Outside, the first rays of dawn pierced the horizon, casting a warm, golden light upon the mansion's once ominous exterior. As Sarah stepped into the morning's embrace, centuries-old curses and malevolent spirits were cast into oblivion. The legend of Hollow House was transformed from a tale of unspeakable terror into one of indomitable human spirit and triumph over darkness. Hollow House no longer stood as a brooding specter of the past, but as a testament to the power of unwavering determination and the unyielding spirit of those who dared to confront the most malevolent of forces. Sarah's quest for truth had not only freed the mansion from its malevolent past, but had also ensured that the legacy of Lord Nathaniel Hollow would serve as a haunting reminder of the perils of delving too deeply into the abyss of the unknown.